What's up guys, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Grant and I'll be your tutor for today. So in today's tutorial I'll be telling you guys the things you need to do after creating a new project in Revit. So as usual, before we start the video, please endeavor to like my video, share, subscribe, and please turn on the notification button so that you don't miss out on important videos like this. So before further ado, let's dive into Revit. Now this is our Revit interface. We've created a new project in Revit. If you don't know how to create a new project in Revit, you can check my previous video. I showed you guys how to create a new project in Revit. So this is a new project in Revit. Now what are the first things we need to do in our Revit? Now depending on the project you are working on, let's say for instance in this tutorial video I'm going to be making use of a duplex. So let's say I want to model a duplex. Now what do I need to do to make the modeling of that duplex a very easy one? Now the first thing you need to do is to set your levels. Now you come to the elevation. Under the elevation, you come to any elevation. You can go to east, you can go to north, you can go to south, any one of them you want. Let's say, but in this tutorial video we'll be using the east elevation. So on the east elevation you need to set your levels. Now the first level is the natural ground level, so I just have to name that the natural ground level. You can use shortcuts if you want, so I'm going to use the shortcut. Let me say NGL, natural ground level. Enter. Now this pops up. Now what does it say? Would you like to remain corresponding view? What this means is that would you like to change this level 0 here in the project browser to natural ground level as well? Yeah, I would say yes, you should change this to natural ground level so that you know what level you are working on when you are working on Revit. So you click on yes and you see it has automatically changed it to the natural ground level. Now the next thing we're going to do is to add our DPC level. Now this is very high for a DPC level. The distance is 4,000 millimeters. So DPC levels, it depends on the choice of the individuals. Most people use 300, some use 600, some use 450, depending on the building. But me, I'm going to be using 450. So I'm going to reduce this 4,000 to 450. Now you see this is too clustered, like you can't even differentiate which is which. So you click on the natural ground level and you zoom in, you will see there is a break icon around this level here. Once you click on that break icon, it separates the natural ground level from the level 1. You can now extend it further so that you can be able to read what is written on the level. Now we need to change this level 1. Since it's our DPC level, we need to change it to natural ground floor level, the DPC level, which is the ground floor level. So you click on this and you edit it to DPC level. You click on enter. This also pops up. If you don't want this to keep coming up, you click on do not show me this message again and you press yes. So depending on your choice, but let's just click on yes and it automatically change it on the floor plans to DPC level. And mind you, it also changes on the ceiling plans as well. DPC level, natural ground level, it also changes on the DPC level. Now you see there's a problem. Now this is the arrangement is scattered because it's arranging, Revit automatically arranges it on using our alphabetical order. Now you see the D comes first before the N. But the way I like to work, I prefer everything like the first level comes first, then the last level comes last. That's how I like working. So what you have to do now for this is to add a number in front of the letter. So in this case, for my natural ground level, I'll use 0 because it's the level 0. Yes. Then for the DPC level, I use 1. Enter. Good. Now you see it's now arranged numerically, you get, so you can be able to understand the flow of work when using your Revit. Now the next thing we're going to do is to add our first floor level. Now to add another level, we can come to the architecture tab. You can see this icon right here that says level. You can click that and you can add the next level there, or you can click on the shortcut for levels, which is create similar. You can click on this level and you press CS, that is create similar, and it automatically creates another level for you. You get. So now this is the first floor level. Now for us to edit this first floor level, now the first floor level, depending on the building type and the choice of the individual, you can determine the height of your first floor level. So in this case, I'm going to be using 150 millimeters. I want the headroom to be 3 meters. Then I'm going to give space for my floor, which is for the floor slab, which is 150 mm. So that's why I'm going to be typing 150 millimeters. Then I click it. So now we need to rename this level. Now this is the first floor level. So once you click on this, you can edit this level 3. And now remember the number in front. Now the previous number was 1, so this one we're going to be using 2. Then first floor level, let's say I use FFL, first floor level. Now would you like to name corresponding views? Yes, it has automatically added it. So the more levels you add to a project, the more views you get on your project browser. So now this is for our first floor level. Now the next thing we're going to do is to create another level for our ceiling level. Remember, initially in the beginning of this video I said we're going to be working with a duplex. So now the next thing we're going to do is to create our ceiling level. Now the same way, you click on the level, you type CS, which is create similar, CS, which is create similar. Then you create another level for your ceiling. Now you can name this number 3 ceiling. Now would you like to name corresponding views? Yes. So you can stop that by checking to the do not remind button, so you don't have to show that to you again. So this ceiling level, now the height, we need to edit the height. Now the height from here, what I'm saying is 4300 millimeters. Now we need to change the height to 3000 mm. So 3000 mm. Now remember, this depends on the person modeling and the model, the building type he is modeling. So it varies. If you are modeling a warehouse, you know a warehouse should have a higher head height, so it depends on the building type. Now this is our ceiling level, which is 3 meters from the first floor level. Now the next thing we're going to do is to set our roof level, which is the last level. So the same thing, CS, will set our roof level. Now this roof level, we are going to make it 600, the distance from the ceiling to the roof. Let's say 600 mm or 450. Let's say 450 mm. Now let's say 450. Now you see that same thing, that cluster. Now we need to remove this cluster. Now we need to find that breakpoint. We click on it here. After selecting the level, we click on it, then we drag it upwards to wherever we want it. We drag it upwards so that it doesn't encroach, so we can be able to read both levels with ease. Now you click on this level 5 and you edit it. You change the name to roof level. Yes, of course. Now you change it to roof level. Now you have successfully created your levels in Revit. So this is the first thing you need to do when you open a new project and you're about to start modeling. So you create your levels first. So whenever we want to start our model, let's say we want to start with our walls, you come to the natural ground level, you click on walls and you draw the wall. Now if you go to the 3D, you will see the wall. Now these levels also help you in arranging the building. Now you click on this wall, you see it is above the roof level, and let's say you want this wall to stop on the first floor level. When you come to the property bar, you can see the base constraint, which is the natural ground level. You can see the top constraint unconnected and the height is 8000. So we don't want that. We want the top constraint to be the first floor level. So we click this drop down and we select first floor level. Now you see the wall has automatically been adjusted to the first floor level. So thank you guys, and that will be all for today's tutorial. If you found this video helpful in any way, please kindly give me a like, subscribe and share my video, and also don't forget to turn on the notification button so that you don't miss interesting videos like this. In our next tutorial, we would continue from the next step. Like I promised initially in my videos, that we'll always continue from where we stopped, so that you guys will be able to follow through till the completion of a video. So see you guys in our next tutorial.